Hey. Hey, what's going on? Huh? Come on. I gotta leave it out. Oh, man. Hi, buddy. Will BTC break? Yeah, we're getting stuck right here, right on cue. Oops. We are getting stuck. Would you say best stream time? Yeah, that's funny. I don't have work today because it's obviously Thanksgiving. Wait, is it Thanksgiving? Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. I thought it was November 28th. Yeah, so no work today. So could actually live stream in the morning. I think would make diverse portfolio next year. BTC Sol ETH. Yeah, so I don't have that much money, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like the remaining. I guess it's subjective because maybe it's a lot of money to some people, but I'm just gonna be putting in 10 to 20K into Bitcoin during the bear market. So obviously I've already started with however much I have. Yeah, I'm up $4 so far on my total return on BTC. But obviously it's going to be a lot more like when we get these big moves down. I'm not going to be putting in a lot of money right now, but I think that's smart. I think Ethereum and Solana are a good play. I don't think you could go wrong with that. But me, I just want to put all my eggs in one basket and just dollar cost average down and only buy Bitcoin. So, and it's the same playbook. It will get back to 106. Yeah, so once you break, so valid point, right? Once you break this area, so once you break a 91.3, 106 would be the next target on the upside. So you're looking at around 106.4 being the next major area of resistance. Matthew Dropco's in the house. Welcome to the live stream. We'll probably be live for about an hour today. So welcome to the live stream. Did you check the BTC video I made? I took off the captions. So, and I even commented and I didn't see you. So it's probably the one video you didn't watch, but go check out if you haven't, go check it out and then see what you think and what your thoughts are on that video since I took off the captions. Keith Wallace, welcome. Good dogging me, you got it. Yo, free lightning for 3 beans. Thank you so much for the 3 beans. I really appreciate that. Let's go. Starting out, man, 4 minutes in and I got my first super chat. Let's go. Let me know what you want me to look out for you, free lightning. Yeah, for dogging me right now, you're just waiting to break this area, 3028 to 304. So it's a pretty long video, Matthew Jocko. It's like 12-minute long BTC video, so you don't have to watch it. But if you want to like skim through it really quick, and in the video you'll see we said 91.6 is the next area of resistance, which is where we're basically getting stuck at right now. We do need to get a breakout from that area. But for Keith, yeah, so this is where traders are going to be taking profits. So if you bought the dip, it's around a 75 to 135%. But if you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance at 28 to 40. Okay. Once that breaks, you're retesting 70, and then from there to the moon. But uh, all of these areas, you could still make a lower high and get stuck and come back down. And it could still be very bearish. Happy Thanksgiving, hard mode, hardy. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I am, one thing I'm thankful for is my YouTube channel. I started in 2020, but I started taking it serious November of 2023. I monetized in June of 2024. So it's been a year, and it's been over like 15, 16 months now that I've been growing. So I am thankful for that. I am going to keep pushing through and not buying this Lambo because unfortunately I didn't get alt season, but it's okay. It's okay. We really need to break this area, because if we don't, then we're just going to get something like this, right? Maybe we'll get something like this and then collapse back down and then complete this head and shoulder. So much better, yeah. I mean, because you said YouTube, with YouTube, you could actually put on closed captions, right? Like you can actually get the subtitles on YouTube, right? So there's no need for me to do it too. So yeah, we'll see. The video didn't get as much views as the other one. Let me see. Yeah, you can see here we got 157 views. And then this Bitcoin video got 208. And then I took off the closed captions. I mean, not that that really matters. I did get 19 likes on this. So, I don't know. Mog came out the absolute gutter and is hanging in there, still down in the street. But fighting, let's see. Yeah, I saw Mog was up 18% from its low. I was like, dude, if I only just bought Mog, I would have been fine. Yeah, so we bounced on support at 6.26, but you got a long ways to go. So I don't think you're not going to get some sort of move up. I do think you're going to get a continuation, but it doesn't matter if you're holding it, because it could still come down. It could still come up to 42 to 59. You could still get stuck here and come back down. But if you're holding it, then you need to break this area, and once that breaks, then I'd say to the moon. So, which if you're trading it that from the low, that would be 82 to 147%. But if you're holding it, obviously you need to break. It doesn't matter, because you're holding it through this area of resistance. Matthew Dropco for 11 months says, happy Thanksgiving, meow and friends. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Matthew Dropco. Thank you. 11 months, damn. So yeah, you've almost been here for as long as I've been monetized. So thank you so much for that. I really wish we and me, I really wish I made it with my Dogelon and my OXT, but oh man, freaking brutal. Never ever dollar cost averaging down anything outside of Bitcoin ever again. I learned my lesson. See, the first cycle, it was, hey, you missed it. The second cycle, oh, hey, I'm gonna buy OXT and Dogelon on Mars. And then third cycle, it's like, okay, well, now it's only going to be dollar cost averaging down Bitcoin. So never again with altcoins. Maybe Litecoin. I like Litecoin. I do like a couple of other coins like Shiba Inu. I like Shiba Inu. And a couple other very selected few coins that I do like. But I would never do what I did before, which is put all my money in at once and do it that way. It's just mostly going to be like dollar cost averaging, not Bitcoin. That's what I'm always going to talk about, and that's the only thing I'm going to focus on. And thank you so much for the 11 months, man. I do appreciate that. How is XRP doing according to you? I don't know. Let's see. XRP is still extremely bullish, man. I mean, the 650 is still in play. So, dude, this thing is so bullish, man. Like, you got coins coming down, making lower highs, lower lows, and then like forming a downtrend. This thing's still like making higher highs, and it looks like it wants to get up on out of here. So 650 is still the target on the upside. The only time, like if you come in here and if XRP is under $1.39, at that point I say we're going back down, and then we'll look at shorter areas, short-term time frames, area of support, and then we'll also look at macro areas of support. But right now it doesn't even matter because it's still very, very, very bullish. So that's what I have to say. 650 is still in play on the upside. Free Lightning for 3 beans says, I'm good just listening today. Thanks, Meow. Thank you for the $3, man. First super chat of the day. I really appreciate that. How's Swiftcoin doing? I'll take a look at it for you. I wish Forta goes to 11 cents. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You know, this is on Coinbase, right? Yeah, this is on Coinbase. Bro. Yeah, I mean, like, don't even feel bad, man. Look at my coin. Like, or I don't have it anymore, but look at this coin, man. Same thing, right? You're just basically all the way at the low. Like, if I didn't buy anything, if I didn't buy and if I put all my money in now, I would have been better off. There was absolutely no reward for holders, unfortunately. Which I think is crazy. I really do think it's crazy. What's up, Ari? Welcome to the Thanksgiving live stream. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Ralph says, good morning, brother. Happy Thanksgiving. Can you check out Virtuals and Moonwell for me? Yes. Good morning, Ralph. Got a couple coins to look at. Got to look at my BTC. Am I rich yet? Should I sell for a profit? Hey, I'm at 420. Oh, damn it. I'm at 419. Yeah, should I sell for $4.19 profit or should I hold it? Yeah, so for Swiftcoin, keep in mind we have support here at 2037. So we make weekly update videos on Swiftcoin. Okay, so if you watch Saturday's video, nothing has changed, and actually our targets got hit. So if you're holding it, you need to break 2067 to 2097, which you already came in this box, which is why we have it boxed. You already came up and got rejected at this area of resistance, okay? So if you're holding it for a continuation up, you need to break this area, and then from there, 1 cent 70 is next, and then once that breaks, I'd say to the moon. But the fact that you came up here and got rejected and came back down, it's still unfortunately bearish on the shorter time frame, okay? On the macro time frame, you can argue that you're still in this macro uptrend, this 2-year macro uptrend, and you're still making higher highs and higher lows. The only time I'd say you're cooked is, actually, I mean, you already kind of broke key areas of support, but even more cooked, it would be breaking this previous low and then breaking structure. Then you just have a giant mountain and you're coming back down to the lows, unfortunately, before we can kind of see where the next move is. But that's what I think about Swiftcoin. So let's see. What's up, Turbo, please? You got it. Dwayne Kelly for 5 beans. Thank you so much for the 5 beans. Second super chat of the day. Let's go. Thanksgiving super chats coming in clutch. Thank you so much. And let me know what you want me to look at for you. I just bought a couple of dollars worth of Elon to top off my holdings. Yeah, Matthew Jocko, I did the same thing. So I had 100 billion Dogelon, and then I bought another 100 billion Dogelon to top off my Dogelon. but I didn't stick with my plan, and then I ended up selling that 100 billion Dogelon for a loss. So let's see, what was it was virtual protocol. Yeah, so for virtuals right now you need to break $1.07 and you're getting stuck. So you actually came up to the 618 retracement on the macro time frame. You got stuck, came back down, bearish, sorry, not bullish over $1.07. So you do need to break $1.07 and then hopefully break this 618. And then from there, I'd say to the moon. And then you'll get something like this where you have this uptrend going and then you'll break out to the upside, which on the target on the upside will be up to $24. But at any point, if you do fall below 74 cents, then you're clearly still in this downtrend. You did break out, but then you came back down and you didn't retest that support. We said it did need to stay over $1.07, which it didn't. Came back down, and now you're coming back up and retesting this downtrend as resistance again. So that's what I think about Virtual's protocol. Doing Killy Kelly for 5 Beam says PYR and Beam both gamble, or not gamble, but I guess gamble, right? They're both sitting at their all-time lows. So for PYR, damn, when did it do this? Yeah, so for PYR, you had a chance to get out over here, right? Yeah, it went up like 200%. So this is what we talked about, right? So for PYR, bearish under $1.38, bullish over $2.78. And just keep in mind, you could still come back up to either of these levels. And this, if you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance. But if you're trading it, then traders are going to be taking profits at this point, which is what probably happened here, right? You got a huge liquidity wick, and then you had a bunch of selling pressure. People basically getting out for a 2x on their position that they started down here. But for you, it doesn't really matter because you're holding it, right? And you've been holding it, so you don't even care about a 2x. So for you, you need to see price action over $2.78 for PYR Vulcan Forge. Is this still on Coinbase? Yeah, it's still on Coinbase. So I don't, is it like, it's not getting delisted or anything, right? No, I don't see any like negative news on PYR. And then you said Beam. Yeah, so for Beam, the same thing, right? So you might, yeah, so the same thing. So bearish under 205, bullish over 208. You break this area of resistance. Once this breaks, I'd say to the moon. But unfortunately, you're still bearish. So if you're buying right now, you're just hoping that you're buying a bottom. Keep in mind from the current position, that is around a 44 to 100% pump. So obviously traders are going to be taking profits there. And if you're holding it, then you just need it to basically, buying pressure to exhaust sellers, blast up on out of here, and 1 cent 50 would be in play. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate it. I only have 30 billion. I hodl, and since it's not my main token, I've been patient. I had money in it in the past years and DCA'd over the last few years. That's smart. Yeah, there was no reason why I should have just bought like whatever 76 and then 20 billion at a time for my second and third position, but I ended up selling it. And I guess, unfortunately, now I have to record a loss on my taxes. But it's okay. Look, my Bitcoin's going up. Matthew Jobcom, I'm up $4 on my Bitcoin. Let's go. Dollar cost average down, baby. The how-to, he says, Turbo, are you still here or did you leave? Please let me know and I can take a look at it for you. Guys, just keep in mind we're at a very critical point for Bitcoin. I don't mean to scare you, but this is kind of a do or die. Either you're going to get to 106, either you're going to get a giant candle to 106, or you're going to get stuck here at resistance, which we have at 91,300. So it's a very critical point for Bitcoin right now. Gigabird says, why don't you do Pangolin anymore? It's going up right now. So because that used to be a member coin. So if you're a member, if you become a member of the channel, you get one coin, or you can get one coin that I add on my watch list, and then I make weekly update videos on. So unfortunately, the gentleman, I had to clear out a lot of my watch list coins because the gentleman that was the member for Pangolin for like a while stopped being a member. So now these are just my member coins, and obviously the coins that are big like Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, Dogecoin, Litecoin, and that's it. So the top 5 coins here are coins that obviously I want to revolve the channel around, but everything else are just member coins. So that's why I stopped doing Pangolin. But you could always come by the live stream and I can always look at it for you. You don't, you don't have to be a member. You could just come by and say, hey, can you look at Pangolin? And I can take a look at it for you. You don't have to super chat. Bitcoin Maxi bringing home the dough. Yeah, Bitcoin Maxi, baby. I love that. $4, baby. I'm up 2%. For once, I'm up 2%, and I've been up for the last couple of days. Or I guess hours. Instead of it instantly going up and then losing like 50% of its value. I hold PNG, which goes back up to 25 cents. Let's see. Yeah, so we broke everything. So we broke we broke the 3. I'm assuming this is the 3. No, it's a 236. So on the macro time frame from the high to the low, you can see that it's bearish under 4 cents. But we actually ended up staying over the 236 at 4 cents. So we got a bounce. We got a really nice bounce. So on the shorter time frame right now for traders, they're probably going to be taking profits if we do get a bounce, which it looks like we are. We still have resistance at 7 cents 60 to 12 cents, okay? So if you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance at 7 cents 60 and 12 cents. But if you're trading it, then theoretically if you bought the low, you're looking at 100 to 200% pump. Once that breaks, and if you're holding it, you need this area of resistance to break. 25 cents would be in play. But keep in mind, these are all important key areas of resistance because you could come back up here, make a lower high, and still validate this downtrend on the macro time frame and even on the shorter time frame. So very important to note. Would you have a look? I'm wishing SHIB would move up faster. Dude, I was looking at getting back into SHIB. Wait, Matthew Dropco, you know my SHIB story, right? You know my SHIB story. I got in at 504 to 5 on crypto.com. I told you if it comes back down to 4 or 5, I'm getting in. Like that money that I took out, I'm probably going to deposit. I'm going to deposit it into Robinhood. And I'm going to probably put in like $1,000 or $2,000 into Shiba Inu just because before I bought 1 billion coins and it was like $4,000. You remember the story? I bought 1 billion coins for like 4K and then it went up to like 17K and I sold it. And if I didn't sell it, it would have went up to 52 grand. You know the story. And then it doesn't matter because OXT took it all back from me anyway. But it's just crazy. Yeah, if this goes back down to 4 to 5, I'm probably going to buy like 500 million coins and then even, get to 1 billion again if I could get it for as cheap as possible. I don't want to just put in all 1 billion at once because what if it does go lower? But that would be crazy if it actually does like round trip and come all the way back down. Let's see. Got into bonk at the OK level couple years ago, and I know it's the mover when the rest of the market breaks out. Yeah, I mean when it's meme coin season, Doge is gonna run, Shiba is gonna run, Bonk's gonna run, Pepe, even Pepe is gonna run. Oh, what's Pepe doing? Man, I can't believe Pepe came all the way back down here too. Yeah, this just looks like it wants to break down though, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just don't feel comfortable with this at all. I don't feel comfortable with this at all. I think for Pepe especially, I think, 64 is the highest it's going to go, or even 90. People are going to get trapped. It's going to be like 37% and 90% pump. And then basically we're going to fall off the table and come all the way back down. Pepe might not be a bad play too, but I don't know. Is it even on? I don't want to like stretch myself thin, right? Yeah, it's not even on Robinhood, but I want to kind of keep everything in one place. Yeah, guys, again, I keep saying this, 91,000, this area, if you watch a Bitcoin video, last video, what was it? It was, let me actually look. The last video was like at 86,000. Holy crap, hey, this guy actually posted a Crunchwrap Supreme video.
Good afternoon to all you beautiful people out there in YouTube world. We have yet another Taco Bell food review. Everyone's like, why you only eat Taco Bell? Because that's just what works, baby. Don't
Okay, I'm not going to watch that right now. But, yeah, I feel like Pepe will make a rebound. Yeah, it is on Robinhood. No, it isn't. Look. Oh, wait. Wait, what the heck? Well, what did I just look up that wasn't on Robinhood, though? Oh, it is on Robinhood, yeah. Oh, damn. No, I think I like Shiba more, though. I think Shiba's going to run a lot harder than... I think Shiba's definitely going to run a lot harder than Pepe, in my opinion. You're right. It is, though. Pepe might not be a bad play, man. If I could get Pepe at, like... Damn, imagine if it actually adds a 0 again. That would be insane. It's just this doesn't look bullish at all, man. It's like you made a head and shoulders, and now you're basically breaking down. And usually, like, you go back down to, 501 would be the next target, right? But let me see. What was I looking up before I got distracted by the food review? I was looking up the, let's see. We were looking up the last Bitcoin video I made.
Think safety. Think Granger. For trusted products to lock, anchor,
0.01 more of Bitcoin. So if you haven't checked out that video, what was it? So it was $200. Now it's $9. Let's go. I'm up $9 from yesterday. Please go check out buying when we get these massive dips and when the price goes extremely lower. If we're still so we were at 86,000 in the bull market. So yeah, I mean, the reason, again, why this is so important is because now you're coming back up and you're retesting 91,000 as resistance, so support flip resistance. So if it doesn't break this area, then what you're looking at is you're looking at a move back up to around 91,000, a strong rejection, and then coming back down and retesting 83 as support. Right, and then basically what I say is if you don't break this area, which we are getting stuck at right now, if we don't have a continuation up, then we're going to come back down. But if we do, then you're probably going to get a big impulsive move up to around 100 to 106. I really don't know. Obviously, nobody knows. But I think 100 to 106, which is a 0.5618 retracement. But both of those scenarios, you're still making a lower high. So if it's still a bull run, then we obviously need to have a strong move back up at least past 106, and if we can get over and close over 106, then 139 to 148 is still in play. I think Pepe is a king of memes. Next would be a good year for it. Oh, okay. Next year would be a good year for it. Yeah, No, I agree with you. I think Pepe is a good play. I'm not gonna. I only have a certain amount of capital that I really just want to put into Bitcoin to get to 1 Bitcoin, and then also maybe like play around with Litecoin and Shiba Inu, given that they actually go like all the way back down. I'm still here. Yeah, what did you ask? You asked for Turbo, right? Turbo is having a nice move, but just don't get trapped. We always talk about this kind of stuff. You have a nice strong recovery. Yeah, so for Turbo, on the macro time frame, yeah, there's really, so you held 2013 as support, and then on the shorter time frame, you're already hitting, you have a lot of resistance to break out. So if you're holding it, you need to break 19, 24, 25, and 34. Once that breaks, then I'd say you're probably going to get a really big move back up. But you could still come and get stuck at all these areas of resistance. These are all areas where traders are going to be taking profits. So you come up and get stuck, especially in this box on the macro time frame, and then come back down. You haven't quite hit it yet, but just keep in mind that is like 100 to 160% pump from the current price, or sorry, from this dip. So a lot of people are going to be taking profits there. But if you're holding it, then it doesn't matter. You just need to break that area of resistance. Dude, I need to trim my beard. It's getting like freaking long. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm just gonna shave it all off. I wonder how I look. I haven't shaved off my beard in forever. I think I wonder how I'm gonna look with it. Probably like a kid or something. I'll look like a teenager. But yeah, that's what I think about Turbo. Just keep in mind again, it's still very bearish right now. It does have a long ways to go to and a lot of area of resistance to break. So what's up, Bruno? Good afternoon. It's actually morning here, so I'm assuming you're East Coast. Yeah, good afternoon to you. I need to save up for the next year because I got wrecked. For now, I'm all in gold. Yeah, you and me both, man. I got wrecked. That's why I kind of reset. I took out a lot of my money. It's just sitting in my savings now, and we're just gonna go very slowly into Bitcoin during the bear market. I'm not gonna put a lot of money like I used to in the crypto market at once, especially because I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm not gonna buy the top. Need SEI to move. Yeah, SEI is super bearish right now. You don't even have support anymore. Yeah, you have resistance, macro resistance at 22 cents, 30 cents. Keep in mind, you could still come back up to 16 cents and get rejected because 16 cents was the previous area of support, which is now flipped resistance too, which probably coincides with this. It does, the 236 and 382, but there's a million different ways we could look at it. But when I show you guys this and when we go through this, it's mostly on the macro time frame. But if you're trading it and if you're trying to say, hey, like I bought now, where do I sell? Then just, as long as you clarify that, then we could look at all the areas of resistance that it could get stuck at where you could theoretically still make profit if you sell. Yeah, yes, I did. Bruno, I sold a majority of, well, actually, I sold my OXT in June. And then I dollar cost averaged down and bought a lot of Elon, and then I sold that position. So I did downsize a lot, and I just withdrew that money into my bank. So I have a little bit of Elon left, but I am now I like to only emphasize on the fact that I have 2.002 Bitcoin BTC. So like now, if anybody asks in the future, hey, what are you holding? Like I don't want to say I'm holding Elon or I'm holding OXT. Like it's really only going to be whatever I have here on Robinhood. It's going to be Bitcoin, and for the most part, it's only going to be Bitcoin, which is what I really only want to hold. Thank you, Bill. It's showtime. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by the live stream. Come on, Bitcoin, breakout 91.3. I don't know about you, but I feel relief. I think just sleeping at night, not worrying about a coin going to zero is the best feeling. That is true. My sanity was worth me basically losing my portfolio, like a lot of my portfolio. I was down like 30% on that position, which is a lot. It is nice, especially now I don't have to always look at my phone. I delete it. Like, I don't have HODL on my phone. I don't ever want to have those like apps anymore where I'm like, hey, what's Bitcoin at? Because it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna be holding it. I just want to have it, and I just want to hold it, which is my mistake because I did that with altcoins this cycle. My biggest mistake was I had the right idea. I dollar cost average down. I didn't even worry about it. I was like, hey, I'm gonna make money. It's gonna go up. But the problem is, it just kept going down. You know, like how am I supposed to, like it gets it gets a point where it's like, hey, like I am actually worried at night. Like, is my portfolio gonna go to zero? And it did. Like for the most part, it did. Like if I didn't sell here, if I didn't sell at 6 cents here, then it would have went to zero. I would have been down another like, another 80%. It dropped another 80% from this high. How insane is that? It's just crazy. Like some of these coins just don't have a bottom. It's just you always like look at GST. I don't even know how this is like. I don't even know how this is still on Coinbase, but this just looks like it wants to wick to zero. It looks like it just keeps wicking to zero. Like you wick and it goes down. You wick, it goes down. You wick, it goes down. I mean, where's the bottom for this coin, right? Another one is ApeCoin. This used to be on the watch list, but at what point am I like, hey, I'm going to take it off because nobody's looking at these coins, or they shouldn't, because this is garbage. Like, there's absolutely no reward for holders. If you traded it, yeah, you could have made 150%, could have made 300%. But how is it that these coins go up 150, 360%, and they actually come back down, give it all back, and make a lower low? That's what I don't understand. Like, how is that possible if there's so much buying? If there's so much buying, why is it making lower lows? That's what I never understood. So if you guys want to let me know, then, if I'm missing something, then please, by all means, write it in the chat. But yeah, Cybercrit, to answer your question, best feeling ever, not having to worry about anything. Not having to worry about it. I see, I hold 0 BTC. I wanted to make money this bull run. Me too, and I ended up losing money. Make money this bull run on alts, then this cycle. But that was my plan too. My plan was I was talking to Flip Coins and Dwayne Kelly and Aloe and everybody that, all the regulars that come here. That's the goal. Like, I want to make my money with these altcoins so that I have enough money to buy Bitcoin with. But at what point am I going to be like, at what point am I going to leave my money in while I see, I mean, you saw my coin. Like, how much longer would I have had to like leave it in and risk it going to zero? Like, these coins don't have a floor. So I'd rather have just taken out that capital so at least I get some money back. And I could at least play with 10 to 20 grand in the next bear market. And then, I'll get a 2 to 3x on that. I'll be fine. That's fine. That's 60 to 100 grand. I'll be fine with that. But the goal was to have this coin go up to go up and me make money. And then, hey, guys, I have money to buy Bitcoin with. But I just had to basically call it and say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to start now, because if I don't, I'm going to lose more money. I have Zebic, XCN, Swiftcoin, HBAR. HBAR is a good one. That's another coin on here that I was looking at. I think HBAR is a good play for sure. This is a really good play. If it comes back down to 5 cents, I would get in. I don't even care. I would dollar cost average this down to zero. I think H bar is a really good, really, really, really good play. They have a lot of good partnerships. Yeah, they have a lot of good partnerships. So, I don't like their token unlocks, but it's almost fully diluted anyway, so it doesn't matter. The last dilution happens January 3rd, so it really doesn't matter at this point. But yeah, H bar is a good one. I do think H bar is going to do good. Um, and it's on Robinhood, so that's nice. Jasmine already ran up. Swiftcoin had a huge run. XN had a huge run. Zebic had a huge run. These are coins that already had like really big runs. But good thing about Zebic is that you're still actually... Oh yeah, you actually came up. Let's see. Man, so many like... so much Thanksgiving text messages. Yeah, so for Zebic, you came up and you got stuck at resistance or box, so it's perfectly. I mean, I don't make this stuff up, right? We had this box previously drawn, even when we were down here. We said, hey, Zebic needs to break this area of resistance at 28 to 34, and you came up, right? So if you were trading it, and it's funny, I was just talking to someone about this, but like if we were jeeting it, we would be rolling around in dough, right? Oh, hey, you're buying this dip, and we knew it was a dip because you're getting extremely oversold, and the price is like on the floor right now. You know, you put in $5,000 or whatever, and okay, like you take profits here at 32 to 57%, and it came up perfectly, and now you got rejected, and now for holders, you're just hoping that it doesn't break below 28. But if you're trading it, I took my 50%, I'm out. So, of course, that one time that you sell, it ends up going to the moon, but that's how it always works. So you can't really think like that. Be happy with your 50%. I'd be happy with 50%. A lot of these coins have crazy, yeah, especially the new ones. That's why I really think like, especially like, what was that Monad? Yeah, like this coin has this coin is like 400 million, but is only 10% diluted. They don't even have a token unlock schedule yet. I really do think that this coin is going to wreck a lot of people. Same with like Story IP. This is another one, right? It's just being diluted. This coin's being diluted right now. All these other coins. Metal Detecting England is in the house. I hold 1 PTC. Nice. I hold... Metal Detecting England. I hold $182.80 worth of Bitcoin right now. 0.002. My goal is to get to 1 like you. But you also hold 10 million Jasmine, bro. That is insane. You really have diamond hands, man. I really hope it ends up working out for you. Just don't sell. Just hold it, man. YOLO. So, unfortunately, it is bearish under 3052. Yeah, I mean, you had a strong wick down to the 786 at 205. You're coming back up and you're retesting this area of support, which is now resistance, which does coincide with the 236 from the high to the low. So 85 is resistance, and then on the shorter time frame, 1 cent to 1 cent 50 is in play, which would be another 42 to 96% pump. Given that you actually get that, I don't even know, because like you're holding it, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's up 96%. So for you, it's like all you need to worry about is it breaking 2 cents 50. Once 2.5 cents breaks, you should go back up to this high, and then I think what 8 to 10 cents would be in play from there. No, 11 cents. 11 cents and yeah, 11 cents would be in play. Maybe Doge makes a new high. Wasted Memories, long time no see. Welcome. Maybe Doge makes a new high. I hope so. Yeah, so for Doge, it needs to break 18 cents 94. Once that breaks, then we could say, hey, it's going back up. But unfortunately, right now, there's really nothing to look at other than it needing to stay over 13 to 11. And once that breaks, then obviously you're getting a bigger capitulation down. Good. Hey. Have you watched? I don't watch other YouTubers. I just watch Vision. I just watch his food review channel. I don't even watch his videos. I don't even go to his live streams anymore. No, I don't watch. I don't watch any other YouTuber. Just Vision, and also TCU when I can. Happy Thanksgiving, Nights of Insomnia. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Just need liquidity and confidence to flood back in. All eyes on BTC. Yes, please pump my 0.002 BTC. At $1 million, that will be... It'll be worth $1,800. So... Yeah, so I was like doing the math, right? And I think that with the money that I feel comfortable putting into BTC, I don't even think I can get to 1 BTC, even with Bitcoin dropping to like 20 to 30,000. Because theoretically, if I dollar cost average down, then I won't have the full 20K, 10 to 20K to invest in. So then I would have to wait, hey, buy it all at once when it hits 20K, which I don't even know. Is it actually going to go down that low or no? What's up, Benz? Crypto influencers are just here for the cliff, not educational at all. I'm here because I want to get to 1 Bitcoin. So if you can help me on my journey to get to 1 Bitcoin, I will look at your coins and tell you that you're going to make it. That's why I'm here. I'm just joking. You're new, so you're probably not going to get that. But if you stick around, you'll see exactly what we do here on this channel. So... yeah. Oh no, guys, we are getting stuck here. That's not good. Getting stuck at 91,003. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, but the big dogs here. I like your content. Yeah. There's like so many big YouTubers, but I think they probably have like sponsorships and like they probably get paid by like exchanges and swaps to like push their content and stuff. Yeah, man. Not here. No. We look at the basics, man. I mean, you know exactly where I'm buying Bitcoin, and you know exactly why I'm buying Bitcoin where I buy it. You know, a lot of times people come in here and they're like, "Oh my God, I bought the top," you know? And it's because like even when I first got into crypto, I didn't really like look at the indicators. I just went in blindly. I'm like, "Oh, coin's going up, so I'm going to put my money in." And that's exactly when you don't put your money in because you're extremely overbought on the RSI. You are just overextended. And, you know, if I really like the coin at like $1, then I should probably wait for a correction down and buy critical areas of support given that I think that we're going to bounce from those areas. And then have a stop loss and all that stuff. But that's just too advanced. So I'm not going to worry about that. But that's exactly why we look at your coins. Like, hey, this is resistance. If you want to take profits, you can. So even back here in my BTC video, if you were a baller and if you bought back here, this was our target. We said 91,300 was the target. Whether it goes higher or not, I don't know. But I mean, crap, if I had $80,000, I would have been up like 10K right now. I'll take that all day long. I'll take that. Like, I'll take $10,000 any day, you know? Like, oh man, I would have sold right now. I would have been like, yeah, you know, I don't care. We go to 106, whatever, man. I'll just wait for the next breakdown. I'll just wait for the next capitulation and do the same thing. I don't have to gamble it and risk it, you know? The only thing that makes us poor is quick gains. If we play the long term, I know that's where I messed up, man. And that's exactly why I'm only buying BTC this cycle. I agree. If we play the long term 10-year, we are all millionaires. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm hoping that in the next 10 years, I could churn that 20K, that 10 to 20K into $1 million just using Bitcoin. Given that we know that Bitcoin's going to go up, given that we know in the bear market Bitcoin's going to go back down and get absolutely slaughtered. So like we already know it's going to go at least back up to its all-time high, if not make a higher high. Every single time Bitcoin, every single halving, it's made a new all-time high. So I don't even care. I'll sell at the 786 just in case the cycle changes and we don't make an all-time high. You're still going to make 2 to 3x on your money if you dollar cost average and buy when we're extremely oversold. That's my goal. That's my plan. So you guys can join me. You guys can be here for the next 10 years with me. And then I'll have gray hairs and I'll be old and we'll all be old and we'll still look at our portfolio and ask ourselves, did we make it? Am I rich yet? I'll probably have like 7 cats in here. Yeah, people overestimate what they can do in the short term and underestimate the long term. You're right. That's why most people in crypto lose money. You're absolutely right. That's why I'm not making the same mistake again. I feel like this guy knows me. That's why he's saying that. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with it. We're only doing Bitcoin, guys. Only BTC Maxi here. We want Lambos. I'll get a Lambo in 10 years. Your Bitcoin will be worth loads in the future. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Regardless, though, I think that, you know, given that we know that the cycle has ended, like me not having infinite amount of money, it just makes sense for me to like sell and use that money to buy when it's a lot cheaper. Like look at all these people that sold at 124 or 126K. So like they have the opportunity to just like buy their coins again and have an extra like $30,000 in the bank or whatever, or getting more Bitcoin, buying more Bitcoin. I was chasing shiny alts too, but next cycle only BTC for sure. Yep, same here. My coins didn't do anything. Look, you guys want to see my coins? My coin was this. You see how it's all the way at the low? And then this. But I mean, I still have a little bit of this, so I do still have hopes for this. But yeah, there was no dollar cost averaging this down, unfortunately. I mean, I don't doubt that one day we wake up and this thing has a giant green candle and we're just like up like 500%. Like that would be crazy, but I don't put it past this, you know? I don't put it past this. Like, I don't put it past Dogelon waking up one day and doing exactly what it did last time. Maybe it goes up next October, right? Maybe you wake up in October next year and you're all the way back up to the all-time highs. Luna, welcome to the live stream. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. Are you here to say that we are stuck at resistance and we're going back down? Oh, a lot of people think that Bitcoin will break 91,388 resistance before December. You do know that that's 4 days away, right? Also, I plan on playing gold and silver miners. There's much safer than there's much safer. Oh, you're talking about like rare earth minerals. So you're talking about like gold, silver, like physical or stocks? But then the upside potential, some miners. Oh, okay, made 10 to 20x instant. What do you think about that? Miners. What do you mean like miners? Like you're gonna mine? Like what? You're gonna go with a pickaxe and go mine silver and gold? I think you're better off just buying it. Sucks. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Like ETFs. Yeah. I don't know about gold. I think there's a lot more upside potential for silver and also platinum. I think platinum's like very, very, very overlooked. I think platinum is a good one. I think platinum it will do extremely, extremely well. I don't know about gold, but again, platinum, I do think so. And then silver. Yeah, silver, it took, 14 years to break its previous high. I mean, what makes you, what makes you think that it's going to keep going, Maybe don't buy when it's all the way up and wait until we have a correction, like it always happens. You really want to buy when you get a correction and you go sideways consolidation. Because that way you're like, okay, so you're buying between 14 and $13 before the next move up. I'm grateful that at least I learned only to buy solid projects next time. Me too. Most people will do the same thing they did this cycle or will be new to it. That is true. A lot of new people and thinking that their crypto is going to go to the moon and they're going to get absolutely wrecked buying dollar cost averaging down. So yeah, it had a great breakout. It did. Silver did. Palladium? Oh, LibroSoft, welcome. How's your kek doing? I don't know if you still have this or not. Damn, what the hell? Man, we got alt season, bro. What the hell is this? Where's our alt season, man? I was promised alt season. LibroSoft, what the hell is going on, man? Hey, I don't know if you follow the channel or I don't know if you watch all the videos and stuff. Probably not, but I am officially the owner of 0.002 BTC. Bro, I'm only buying Bitcoin next cycle. When we go down, like when we have those big dips that you and I know that Bitcoin's going to get, I'm going to be only buying Bitcoin and I'm going to be super happy with a 2 to 3x average on my next during the next cycle. So just FYI, that's my plan. This altcoin season, bull crap, I'm so over it. Palladium? Wait, what is that? Oh, is that platinum? What's palladium? What in the world is this? It's okay to look at some mining stocks. Yeah, that's fine. I've seen where some people Bitcoin is going to do what Doge did in early days. The guy saying it was Doge Millionaire, the Doge Millionaire, but the one who made millions off of it. Not the Doge Millionaire, but the one who made millions off of it. Real actual disbelief rally coming as soon as I downsize my position. Of course, it has to happen after I downsize my position. But then again, you're holding good coins. I held like OXT and Dogelon. So I mean, what are you holding like Filecoin? Dude, did you see ICP had a good move up, but then it gave it all back. ICP had a monster move. Look at that. It went from like $2 to like $9, man. Dude, the day that ICP goes back up to like $100 would be like absolutely insane, man. That's when I think that we're gonna be back. Let's see. Can you look at some mining stocks? IGHMY. Bonk is a top meme on the Solana blockchain, so it's going to get most of the inflow. Hey Meow, can you please look at XLM? Yeah, I can. I can take a look at XLM. Oh, we're breaking 91.3, guys. That means 106 is in play. I guess LibroSoft was right, man. Disbelief rally coming right now, man. Better keep your hands on the sell button. Let's see. Yeah, bro. I mean, like, previous high is next. You broke the 786. And then once this thing double tops and break out, then you have up to $173. I'd say continuation as long as you stay over $5.46, which is a huge correction. But keep in mind, you do get really big corrections. Like, you had a 52% correction here before you actually made a higher high. So what is that actually? Yeah, it's around a 64% correction before the next higher high. So that's what I think about IAG. And then let's see your other one, HMY. That's funny, USD pairing on stocks. Yeah, so same here. You're about to, yeah, you're double topped right now. Double top breakout, 180 is in play, which will be around another like 8x on the current, from the current position. And then I'd say continuation as long as you stay over $8.84. So a bounce to 12 or 8 is in, it would be a correction and bearish. I'd say you're cooked if it does break below $8.84. And that's pretty much it. No financial advice, just my opinion. This gentleman wants me to look at XLM. I used to have 200,000 XLM coins. Yeah, so for XLM, yeah, you're over the 0.5 on the shorter time frame, 24 cents. You're bouncing from the 0.5 here at 23, 24 cents. Yeah, so just XLM, just keep in mind that you might get a relief rally to 31 cents. That would be the next area of resistance. And yeah, it does coincide with the 100-day moving average, 31, 32 cents. So if we don't break out from there, we might hit that as resistance and then basically come back down. But once you break over 31, 32 cents, then I'd say you have you're making like a giant W, and then the breakout's imminent. And then the next higher high, I think it's $3 for XLM, right? Yeah, $3.61. Just like how XRP is $6.50. So happy Thanksgiving, Nova. Zebic is holding up extremely well. Bugatti. How about Drift Protocol? We could take a look at it. Hawaiian ham is in the oven. Potato salad. Feeling blessed. What are y'all eating today? Oh man, I just want to eat pie. I want to eat apple pie and pumpkin pie. That's just what I want to eat. I just want to eat a bunch of sugar. No, I'm probably going to have a bunch of potato salad and pie. That's all I want. Yeah, we've been live for about an hour and 4 minutes now, so I think we're going to call it soon. We'll take a look at Drift Protocol, and then we can start our outro. And yeah, I don't want to be live too long. I mean, I want to be alive, but I don't want to be live too long. Yeah, Drift Protocol. Seeing him all the way back down. Wow. Yeah, so you have resistance here short term. So if you're trading it, then Traders are going to be taking profits at 29 to 37 cents, which from this bounce would be around a 40 to 70% pump. Keep in mind you are extremely oversold on the RSI, and you are curling over the average. So I do think there's a big move coming, but if you're holding it, it needs to break 29 to 37 cents. If it doesn't break, you're going to come back up, get stuck, make a lower high, come back down. Same goes with 54 cents. That would be the next target once you break this area of resistance. And that's pretty much it for Drift. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And I think we're going to call it here. I have to get ready. I have to like shower and clean up and do all that good stuff. So I think we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the members. I appreciate all of your support. And have a great Thanksgiving. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will be live again on Sunday. Around same time, early in the morning. Keep in mind that Saturday, all the watch list videos will be posted. So go check those videos out if your coin's on there. If not, then I don't know. Just watch the Bitcoin video, I guess. Just watch the Bitcoin video. But anyways, have a great day. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see everybody in